Well, I think for the future of medicine, the future of medicine will change strongly. You know, in the old times, the doctor and the patient knew each other, and it was a question of confidence. In modern hospitals, you don't know the doctor. You arrive to the hospital, and they ask you a diagnosis, and they do a battery of diagnostic, and the doctor is almost a technologist that looks at the results and makes the diagnostic and so on. And then, depending on the diagnostic, you have a therapy. With these new approaches, what we will have is the possibility of having a diagnosis much earlier, because the application of nanotechnologies will allow us to have sensors, to have ways of detecting the disease or detecting the damage. And since we will have the possibility of treating your own cells, or my own cells, or the cells of whichever has a disease, this will be a personalized treatment. So we are moving to early diagnosis, early treatment, and personalized treatment of the patient. So I think that's very, very important. So the idea is to explain what's regenerative medicine, what are the goals, and what are, in a way, the problems. So we wanted to have the views of the scientists, what's regenerative medicine from the scientific point of view, what are the aims, and then look at what are the I wouldn't say drawbacks, but what are the difficulties that regenerative medicine has to make to get out of the hurdles that are in this process. So in this sense, one is the industry, what are the problems with manufacturing the products, and what are the regulations that the European Commission is putting for this type of products. Then the economic side. Are these new therapies better cost-benefit than the existing ones? And the third one is the ethical approach. If you are using cells and cells coming from donors, etc., what are the ethical issues? So we are looking in a way at this holistic approach, where we look at science, industry, ethics, and economy. Well, yeah, because in the scientific approach we will be explaining what regenerative medicine is and why regenerative medicine, I wouldn't say versus the bionic approach. That's what we discussed in the last ESOF here in Barcelona, the approach to repair and substitute tissues or organs by means of what we call the bionic approach. And what are the advantages, or would be the advantages, of having a regenerative process? And in that sense, obviously, I think the acceptance would be better because it's more biological, less traumatic, with less difficulties than what a bionic approach would be.